In the next 60 seconds, I'm going to prove to you that nothing that happens to you actually means anything until you decide what it means. You ready? Close your eyes if you want to, or keep them open if you'd prefer, and then let's go. First, I want you to imagine that you have just sent a heartfelt and vulnerable message to one of your friends. You can see that they've read it, but hours go by and they don't reply. You find yourself rereading over your message for the 50th time, and you're thinking to yourself, they're annoyed with me, I've said way too much, there's no way they're going to still want to be friends with me after this. And you sit in that shame and embarrassment, feeling sick in the pit of your stomach. Then, clear the screen and imagine sending the exact same message, seeing the exact same mark that shows that they've read it. But this time, you think to yourself, well, they've been at work, which they always find draining, and they'll reply properly when they've got the energy to. Notice if anything changes in your body as you think those thoughts. And then picture, for the last time, the exact same situation. You've sent a quite deep, heartfelt message and received no reply. But this time, you tell yourself, perhaps their phone died, or they got swept up in something. And because they feel so comfortable with me, they know that they don't need to reply straight away. Feel how different that feels in your body. And then clear the screen and open your eyes. Every single time you imagine that scenario, it was an identical scenario. Every time they did the exact same thing in all three versions, and you had no more information at the end than you did at the start. Yet you felt completely different each time. You went from feeling anxious to just aware, and then maybe even grateful and relieved. 3 different feelings, and yet the only thing that changed each time was the meaning you gave to the situation. This is happening not just in this scenario here, but every single day, all the time. Something happens and it arrives to you completely neutral. And then your brain rushes in to fill the gap with a meaning before you've even realized that you've done it. Most of the time, it reaches straight for the worst case scenario. But you just proved in 60 seconds that the meaning is never fixed. It's something that can be decided by you based on how you want to feel. And one suggestion of a meaning is no more true or false than another. So it's not lying to yourself, because you lie to yourself all the time by convincing yourself of the worst case scenario. So the next time you catch yourself spiraling over something, just take a breather and ask, what am I deciding that this means? And is that definitely true, or is it just the first story that my brain's landed on? And could this possibly be coming from my own insecurity rather than being a legitimate possibility?